This is Avenue from Davis Trifecta, and you're watching the Daily Football News. Let's begin. We start off with Alexis Sanchez, whose future at Arsenal is under intense speculation given the fact that he is in his last year of contract with the club and is yet to sign a new deal. Now, Carlo Ancelotti, the Bayern Munich manager, has fueled the fire after, as he said that Alexis Sanchez is a player that he might be interested in. Now, Ancelotti says he likes the player and would be interested in buying him if he becomes available. Now, he also said that the club would not pay extravagant amount of money for any player, let alone Sanchez. A figure of around 100 million euros is being touted for the midfielder, but the Bayern manager said that they would not be willing to pay this amount of crazy money in a market that is already very crazy. Also, in the same press conference, Ancelotti addressed the issue of Robert Lewandowski, the Polish striker who is at the club. Now, he said that at the end of last season, they both had a chat and congratulated each other on a very successful season. Now, what he mentioned was that Lewandowski is happy with the club and the club is happy with him. And the fact that he's touted for a move away from the club is just agents who talk too much. And in an ideal world, the agents do not talk, or even better, did not even exist. Ancelotti slammed the shut door on any possible transfer of Lewandowski to any club at the moment. Moving on, the Monaco manager Leonardo Jardim has said that he wants to keep teenage sensation Kylian Mbappe at the club, but fears that with big clubs like Real Madrid and Arsenal chasing the signature of the young talented kid, it might just be out of his hands. The manager has already seen Bernardo Silva leave for Manchester City, while a group of players who were the mainstay of his league title win last season are also linked with possible moves away from the club. Fabinho is linked with Manchester United, Benjamin Mendy with the blue side of Manchester, while Bakayoko is being heavily linked with Chelsea, and Thomas Lemar is under bid from Arsenal. Now, the manager will be hoping that he keeps most of his players from the title-winning side last season, but with big clubs calling, it may just be out of his hands. Just like Kylian Mbappe might be moving to Madrid or maybe Arsenal. Now, moving on. Alexei Sorkin, the CEO of the organizing committee of next year's World Cup at Russia, wants to see more foreign fans visit the country in the next year during the World Cup. Now, he says that the Russian fans were in tremendous spirits throughout the Confederations Cup, but due to the small quantity of foreign fans visiting the country, the spirit was not the same. In a reply to a question which asked that was the image of the country responsible for foreigner fans not being in much numbers, he said that there was not a single incident of racism or hooliganism during the Confederations Cup, and the foreign fans that visited the country this time were wonderfully surprised and would definitely be coming back for next year's World Cup. Now, he hopes that the next year's World Cup is a spectacle, and not only Russian fans but also foreign fans visit the country and enjoy the tremendous atmosphere that will be in Russia in 2018. Moving on to some transfer news. Now, Southampton, the England club, has finished the signing of Jan Bednarak, the young under-21 Poland international. Now, the player who was on duty with Poland in the recently concluded European Championships but had a tournament to forget. Now, his country, the host Poland, crashed out in the group stages while he was sent off in the last match against England, which they lost 3-0. Now, despite his woeful experience at the European Championships, new manager Mauricio Pellegrino believes that his young potential can go on to bring a lot of joy for the country, the club, and the player himself. We wish Bednarak all the best for his new season and the new club and the new experience that he's going to have in the Premier League. In other news, Chelsea have completed the signing of Willy Caballero, who was released by Manchester City after last season. Now, the Argentinian goalkeeper is signed as a backup to Thiago Curtis and Eduardo, the Portuguese international goalkeeper. The club sold second-choice goalkeeper Asmir Begovic to Bournemouth in May and believes that Willy Caballero will provide the necessary backup for Curtis and Eduardo in the long run. Now, let's talk about a piece of news that will make you do this. In a piece of insane news, a word that is akin to the English media, the Mirror have reported that Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger is preparing a massive £125 million bid for Kylian Mbappe, the teenage sensation of Monaco. According to the newspaper, Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger has also spoken to the father of the player, ensuring him that he will see more game time than if he moves to Real Madrid. Now, this pace of sensational news might sell a few more copies at the news outlet, but the fact of the matter is that not even these guys, yes, these guys will spend a insane amount of money on an 18-year-old. Let alone this guy who has spent a long time in using the new stadium as an excuse of not being able to spend money on transfers. Thank you for watching today's edition of the Football News. Please share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Till next time, this is goodbye.